Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. The American Sikh Caucus Committee, although it was formed in 2013, I personally have been engaged with the Sikh Panth here in the United States going back 37, 40 years since the time of 1984. The caucus is the voice of the Sikh Panth, and our principles are that of the Sikh Panth and Guru Nanak Sahib's mission statement and Pashahi Dawa. So we will not waver from that. That is our mission statement. I want to welcome all our audience today. We spoke a few days ago about the book Sikh Caucus, which was written by Mr. Freidrich, and we wrote a letter, I emailed Mr. Freidrich back requesting that we should have a discussion about what he has written in light of the fact that he never had talked to us on any of the issues. And I'm still checking for emails as of today. He has not returned our email. Having said that, it is important that we do address these issues. And we did get an opportunity to read the book. And there are a couple of main items that he's addressed here. And if I may just quickly address those, that what we feel are some of the topics that he wished to discuss, or at least wrote in allegations. One is about the Sikh genocide, the farmers' struggle, Congressman Ami Bera, and also the participation of the American Sikh Congressional Caucus members and those of the Indian caucus, the similarities of why they're members also of both caucuses. And of course, that the caucus does not work on foreign affairs issues. And one of the other issues that was actually talked about is House Resolution 417, which actually started before the caucus was even formed, or thereabouts in 2013. But worse than that is the fact that he's also made certain, not just certain, but many personal allegations and innuendos about individuals of the Sikh Panth. And that is unfortunate. So the Sikh Caucus, we will also talk about our own work that we have done on these issues and the accomplishments that we have done on these issues. Before we go into the book and all the allegations that were proposed in the book, I think we really need to understand the differentiation between the American Sikh Caucus Committee and that of the American Sikh Congressional Caucus. The American Sikh Caucus Committee is made of board members from throughout the United States, which are from the community, the Sikh diaspora. Whereas the American Sikh Congressional Caucus is made of individuals who are members of Congress elected within their constituency. Now, the American Sikh Caucus Committee does work in conjunction with the American Sikh Congressional Caucus on issues. If something comes up within our community, we bring it upon the American Sikh Congressional Caucus to look at it and address the matter, be it a domestic or international issues, or any issue at all. But yet this book, and sad to say, the individuals who are behind the book seem to have given you the message that it has done nothing and is actually muddied the water by calling it the caucus and not defining the role of the American Sikh Congressional Caucus versus the American Sikh Caucus Committee. There's a big difference between it. And yet this book really dilutes it and gives it a message that is hard to understand. And we will go into the detail, page by page, how the confusion is brought to mind. But it's just not the book. What we have been over the years, allegations have always been made in the public that the caucus doesn't do this and these people, and yet it's been the individuals who have been blamed for not doing it versus explaining the differentiation between the two individuals. So it's a very disheartening to know what the book has done to the Sikh community, but we will address these issues in the coming days. Since the formation of the American Sikh Congressional Caucus, the Sikh diaspora was excited that we can now have a voice in Congress, which doesn't need to be going through perhaps as in the past, were letters written to members of Congress asking for talking about certain issues. And now it would be the Congressional Caucus would speak on issues and our needs of importance within the community. Unfortunately, since the conception of the caucus, American Sikh Congressional Caucus, these individuals and these organizations, NAPA for instance, Mr. Shergill, and as well as President Singh Pinder, have always in public and on the record have been against it. So it is alarming to see, whereas we finally have a voice within Congress, why is it these organizations and these individuals been against us? But as you will see in the upcoming days, and information will be provided, it will give you a better detail and history of why these individuals have taken this course.